Hello guys, today we're diving deep into the zero dam in Delta Force operations. I'm gonna break down for you the spawn points on how to move across the map effectively and the best tactics to use to have always the upper hand no matter which side are you playing at the start. Okay, so I'm still working on my tactical map on zero dam, the same work that I did for other games and other maps. I'm still finishing it, but I will delete the other stuff that we are not interested now. In this video, we're gonna talk about only spawn points and what to do in the early game. So let's start from the left side. Let's start from spawn 1. The easier way to play it and the safest way to play it, it's to go on this side and try to go admin if you want to fight. Let's talk more about PvPs, because if I talk about PvPs, like about fights, if you want to fight, if you have a team, if you want to fight, it's even easier to understand if you don't want to fight. Okay, I'm going to talk about fights, and if you don't want to fight, you could understand from this video where to go to not fight and just loot easier and extract. Okay, so for me to go to a PvP in admin, I go like this, because if you go on the left side, there's a lot of teams that spawn, and sometimes it could be like 2 or 3 teams around you. Okay, it happens rarely, but happens. So in this position, you don't have any advantage. You have a team 2 in front of you. You have a spawn 3 on your left. You have this team that can rotate to you and fight the Siemens. So if you go inside, that's for sure a problem, because you don't have the information. Okay, so the first tip that I can give you from the spawns, the first thing that you need is the information about the other teams. You don't go anywhere. You first have the info, and then you proceed to do whatever you want in the match. Okay, because if you don't know the spawns, that's the problem. But here you are, you can learn them, you can watch them, maybe from your experience, maybe just save this screenshot and use it. The first thing that you need to do on one, if you're not going like this on admin, if not going like this, maybe to loot this, maybe to fight on major, you need to have the information about the 2 and about the 3 and about the 4. You can go in this position here, try to go here. While you're doing that, you need to try to hear the footsteps on this team, or maybe they go cement, or maybe they go here, or maybe they are waiting for you on this side. So be careful when you are entering here, okay? Like not inside. Don't go inside cement, okay? That's the first rule of this spawn. Try to have this position here, okay? So if there's a team here, you see them, you say, okay, this fight is not for us, we go other side. Okay, don't fight in this area. Only disadvantages on this area at the start of the game, because you have a lot of teams around you. If you're gonna play left side, or you need the cement side or barracks, or I don't know, you wanna play left side because you like it more, try to take this position here, and now from this position you can play more safely on this side and control this zone. And from this side you can go barracks, you can go cement, you can go admin, you can go everywhere you want. But the most important thing at the start is to take info. The first 20 or 30 seconds of the match is about having info or getting info about the other teams that spawned around you on this spot, and other 6 or 7 spawns on this part of the map. This head glitch here is a power position. I will make a video about power positions too. This spot is most important for spawn 2 and spawn 1. You go here to play safe and loot, and then you understand that's the mid game there, because there's more than 1 or 2 minutes already. So then starts the mid game, I would say. You don't go cement inside, never, because you will have all these teams that can close you inside cement, and they will fight like 2 or 3 teams at the time. That's not our goal. You take info on second team. If there's a team that is ready, you hear them or something, try to get this head glitch and fight them. If they're not here, if they're here, just give up and go on the other side of the map, okay? Or in admin. That's the idea. That's the primal idea, okay? If there's no one, you take this position and play on this side. If you want to play on this side, try to control this spawn and this spawn from 1. The same logic is for spawn number 2. Same logic. 1 guy or maybe 2 guys are taking this position. 1 guy is going on top cement, because The top cement guy can control this team that is entering here, can control this team, heavy info, and the other guys can control number 3 and number 4. And also number 1 if they're like slowly playing here, maybe looting, I don't know. Okay, so the first thing that we need at the start of the game is to try to have as much more info as we can. Okay, from spot 1, spot. Let's go on spawn 3. What do we need on spawn 3? We don't go on the right side. Never. We never go on this side from spawn 3. We need this little rock here. There's a rock that is a power position and we need to take it because we need to block the spawn 4. If the spawn 4 is going on the rock here and we are like in the open and don't have any position, we are closed here. We don't have any rotation to make because they're blocking us on here, they're blocking us on here. So we need that rock. We need this head glitch, we need this track, we need this spot from spawn 3. That's most important thing to do on the spawn 3, okay? We cannot go on the right. If you go on the right, you don't calculate the probabilities of having 2 or 3 teams around you. So if you go on the right, you met this team, you meet this team, you meet this team that is shooting you while fighting other team. Maybe this team is hearing shots at the start, they coming cement, and you're like blocked on this side of the map against 2 or 3 teams. You need to consider that. You need to consider that you will have a lot of teams around you. Sometimes, rarely, but sometimes. At least 1 team, maybe 2 teams, sometimes 0, but you need to consider to have info at the start, okay? So the same thing for spawn point 4. He needs that rock. They need to control here. If there's a team here and team here spawned, they need to fight here. If they're not fighting here, someone is making an error. Maybe team 4 is going here, getting like a choke point, okay? Maybe the top, maybe the spawn 3 is going here and he's going the choke point, okay? So we don't need to go in the middle of 2 or 3 teams at the start. We don't need to rush it from these spawns, okay? I'm not talking about 6, 7, and 8. That's different stuff. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe even 5 here in this situation. Same place. If you're 4, we're fighting here with 3. If there's no 3, from this rock we can see here. From this rock we can see top cement plant. So we can have info on the team that is inside plant maybe. We can go here, we can rotate on this side, we can rotate on this side. We can do whatever we want, but the start of the game must be focused on having information about other teams on the side. Spawn 5, I would say that one of the worst spawns in this map, okay, because there's only 1 door on this side, so this team could be just blocked on this door by 1 team, and there's another 2 spawns here that could go on the barracks inside, and he can fight here, and then another team come on barracks, and you're just in the middle of everyone and everything. The 2 things that I could recommend in this situation on spawn 5 inside the tunnel, or you play super passively here, you just don't make noise, don't make any noise, you just crouch and start to listen from this side the footsteps from the 4 maybe. Okay, if there's no one, you just risk it, open the door and then play on this side. Or the other thing, very fast rush to barracks. You need to rush here, try to not kill the bots because you're getting spotted, everyone hears you. Okay, this team hears you, this team hears you, this team hears you, everyone hears you if you shoot the bots at the start of the game here inside, okay? Try to rush on barracks like this. If you rush fast enough, maybe you will meet a team that comes here and maybe you will meet here inside, okay? But at least you exited the tunnel, because if you're slow and shooting bots, they are looting some stuff, this team is hearing you, is sitting like here and blocking you the tunnel. 1 team is blocking you the tunnel, the other team blocking you the tunnel, and you're like here for 10 minutes, okay? So, or you rush here on barracks and fight here if there's a team, or just sit a bit in barracks to have info about the teams, about this team, maybe you can go on top of position here. So, you need to understand that if you're in a lobby with the teams, maybe normal match, okay? With the teams that wanna fight, they gonna fight you. They gonna check this tunnel. You need to be fast. You need to be smart and not getting spotted by these bots. You need to be smart and not getting trapped here. And you need to fight inside barracks. You must fight there because that's the bad spawn on this map. Okay. So from here now you can do whatever your plan of the game is. Okay. But that's we're talking about the start of the game. Spawn 6. Spawn 6 is very safe. You can go barracks, but there's a problem that you can be stuck here for the rest of the match. I prefer to go from 6 on admin, rush admin, and then if you just run with the stamina, boosters, all that stuff like here inside, you will meet a team that is doing the same stuff like this, and you will meet inside here and you fight if you rush straight away. You can even go without getting spot. Maybe you can go in admin and be on this side and check balcony, check this side, maybe someone come. Okay, the only checkpoint that there is with the team 7. Okay, if you go like this, team 7 is going like this, maybe you meet on this side, maybe you meet on this side. So that's the only choke point if you go on the admin side. So this spawn is very good, very safe. You can wait them here. You can go barracks. If you hear shots fighting someone, you can go outside here. You can go on this power position here on top of barracks so you can see this side, you can see here, you can see that side. So then you decide the fight. You can do whatever you want from the spawn 6. It's very good. Spawn point number 7 is actually good too. Sometimes I just rotate to hear some shots from these teams, maybe these teams that fight on barracks. So I sit like in this place for 10-20 seconds. If there's no one, I'm going admin. Okay, so that's what I do. And sometimes I just push admin, the same style as spawn point 6. And sometimes from 7, I have another choice. I can go like this. I can fight major. So that's the 3 things that I do from the spawn 7. I sit a bit here to fight on this side if I decide. I can go here admin and fight the other teams here that are rushing admin. So I play in admin at the start if I need to rush the keys or the safes and every stuff, okay? Or I can go like on substation and fight here, maybe clean this side of the map and then go admin and finish the game and extract. That's the idea from this spawn. Spawn number 8. I would say that that's one of the best spawns on the map because you're in the middle of the map. The only team that we have is here that has a disadvantage on this side. If you rush it, you can see them, okay? But if they take this position, you just give up this side of the map and play on this side, okay? So at least you know that there's no one like pushing you because this team not gonna push you early on if they see you, if you shoot them, okay? Not worth fighting this team if they're here. Same as not worth fighting team 8 if you're 7 and going like this and they are here. Not worth fighting, you just go admin. That's the idea. Number 8 is strong because you're one of the first entering admin from this side. I never saw these 2 spawns together. Never. Maybe in closed beta, but months ago, maybe they fix it. I don't think you can meet number 9 if you're number 8. So you can go like this. Maybe you meet number 10 that comes here on bottom or goes on top, okay? But you're not meeting number 9. At least not happened for me. I don't know, guys. So number 8 is easy because you can go measure on this head glitch here and you can see the teams coming down. This team coming like this team may be coming like this team going major, so you fight major. You can do a lot of stuff by being number 8. You can even go like this. You can even go like this. Here, these teams fighting each other and you're just third partying, okay? You can do whatever you want. You can go admin and loot fast. You can go major and loot fast. You can close these teams here by going here and listening to the shots. What do we have on 9? Same as for 8. If you spawn on 9, I never saw a team number 8 here. So you're alone here. So if you spawn number 9, you go admin, you're one of the first. Maybe a little bit later than this team. If you go in admin, it's easy. You just go there and then just try to rush the admin if you're spawning here. If you want to go admin, don't go slow. Don't loot this stuff. Don't go slow because you're gonna get trapped by this team and maybe this team that goes in admin. The most of the times that I go in admin from the left side, I try to go on the right side as fast as I can because there are power position windows. You can check a window. You can see all this area and you can close and do the first knock from the windows, okay? If you're going admin, do it fast. Don't stop here, don't loot here. Just go inside admin and you will meet the team inside admin, but at least you're fighting with information and with some maybe advantages. You don't have any advantages if you stay here against this admin area because they have windows, 2 windows, and then they have balcony, and then they hear you when you come out. So if you go on the left side, they can just kill you from the balcony. If you go on the right side, they just hear you. So if you're just slow, just rotate on the right and enter from this door or from this central door. If you want to play on the right side from this point, okay, so the most matches that I've played like this to have the information at the start of the game and kill the enemies at the start of the game. Because on zero time, in easy and in normal, mostly you gain money by killing other players and taking their guns. Like 300k, 400k guns and vest and all that stuff, okay? Chest rigs. So from this spot, I like it the same way that I like this spot because I can go here and try to close these teams. I can go from here and try to close these teams. Of course, there's a number 10 here that we can risk. They can camp on this side. They can go here and camp on this side, or they can go on bottom. For example, from the spot 9, if you go like this, when you are here running, you can hear them zipping, or you can hear them going down on the metal things, okay? So you can just close them here. Also, what do I recommend? There's a power position here and power position here on major substation, okay? This one is passive. If you play here on play on substation, it's passive because if you're entering as the first team on substation, you need to kill the RPG, you need to kill a lot of bots, and you're getting spotted. All of these teams are hearing you. So they know that someone is in substation. They close you, or maybe they take the power position, or they just follow you and kill you when you fight another team, okay? So I don't recommend from 9 to go to substation. I recommend to go or fast admin or try to get this spot and have the info from these teams, and then maybe get closer. Maybe if you hear shots on visitor, go on visitor, try to fight the visitor team. If you kill like 1 or 2 teams here, at least you are sure that this side of the map is clean, you know? The next step are maybe going admin and you know that no one is behind you, maybe going substation, maybe you need a key there to use, maybe something, or you want a safe extraction, you just kill 1-2 teams and they go on this side of the map and extract. So what do you do from the spot number 10? There's the same as the 9, the same I would say. Or you going on the zip on top and rushing admin, okay? But be careful, when you're here like on top, you can see this team going here. Okay, so number 9 and number 10 are very close to each other, and a lot of times they spawn together. Okay, so when you're on top of here, you can see the team here. If they're taking the yellow house on the parking lot and looking through the windows, you cannot cross. It's a trap for you. Okay, so another tip for number 9. If you're going number 9, try to pay attention to the right side. Maybe someone is zipping. If someone is zipping, take the inside on the windows and you have that big advantage. Okay, but you will be slow on admin. Be careful about that. Number 10, so is the same place. If you're going like this and you see from top that there's no one on this side, you just go admin and loot and maybe fight the admin team, or maybe there's no one there. Or you go this side and try to fight those teams. Careful about this choke point, because as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spawns, and everyone is moving like to this side, you know? Everyone is moving like to this side. So this is a big choke point. Be careful about this area. Oh, another tip for number 10. If you're going down like this, you just stop here, try to zoom out and see if there's an RPG NPC here. If there's no RPG NPC there, that means that someone spawned here. Because when you spawn here, there's no bots around you. So there's no NPC rocket launcher spawning. So the first thing that you need to check, if you're here in number 10, go down a bit, check the RPG. If there's no RPG, that means someone is here. If there's RPG, that means maybe someone spawned here, 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 so you need to check there. But if there's no RPG, that means you need to be careful on this side, because they can take this high ground, the power position. They can come like this and just camp on this side. So when you come down, they kill you behind. They can take this. They can take this head glitch. They can take this high ground. So you're in disadvantage here. Okay. So the first thing that we need to check from the spawn point 10, you need to check if there's an RPG here, launcher. If there's no RPG, it's very risky to go in fast. Okay, you need to check. You need to be more careful. Okay, if there's an RPG, you just go down and try to take this position to understand if there's another team around you. Okay, most of the times they're shooting bots and visitors, so you will hear them. So after you clean maybe visitor, you do your plan of the match, or maybe you feel if you find something good. Okay, number 11 is the same stuff, but you are trapped most of the times, because look at the map. Look at the position that we are in. We are blocked like from not 4 but 5, maybe 6 potential spawns. Most of the times, maybe you split with your team. One is taking this position on top, one is taking this position on top, and maybe one is taking this edge. So in that way, you're checking top, you're checking this way if this team comes. Okay, and you're checking from this way, you're hearing teams or fighting, maybe this team's fighting, you're checking the visitor. So the first 20 or 30 seconds, you need to have info. You cannot go like this without thinking about or calculating maybe the possibilities of being third party at the start of the match, okay? You need to have information. If you're not having information about the other teams, try to have information. That's the most important thing for the bad spawns on this map. There are good spawns like 8, 9, 7, 6 in the middle of the map. And then there are bad spots like 5 and 11 for sure. Maybe 12 even too. Because they need to have information. They cannot run and do whatever they want. They first need to be assured that no one is around them, that at least 1 or 2 spawn points are clean, and then they can proceed and to do the game plan. So what do I recommend from 11 is to have these power positions here on top, here inside on top, maybe here on top, because from this, if you go like straight to the visitor center on the second store, you can see this side, okay? So that way you check the team 10, maybe the team 9 is going zipline on top and then going down. You don't know. You need to check that. You need to be sure. So that's the important thing. From this spot here, you can check this side, this side. Maybe you can help the visitor on the window. That's very important spot to take at the start. First 20, 30 seconds, if you're not confident, if you don't want to die at the start of the game in the middle of two teams, just be patient, but you need to have a good position. You cannot just camp in the bush or something like that. You need to have a good position, a power position, to take the information about the other teams. That's the main idea about this map at the start of the game. 12, 13, and 14. 14, from these spots, I would say that 14 is the most safe one, because the number 14, you can go like on this side, you don't have enemies here. This team is, I don't know, maybe you can close them easily. Maybe I didn't saw even once a team that is doing that stuff that I told you at the start of the game. Most of the teams are going like directly inside plant or on the left side, so they're doing a lot of mistakes, okay? From 14, you can go here, you can go major substation, you can go on cement if you hear them shooting, you can go from here admin. The main idea is here that 14, you don't go on the right side, because you don't have positions here to close these spawns, because you're trapped. If you're going like this, you're trapped on this side of the road, okay? you're just getting trapped. If you're going like on major substation, you can get pushed from other teams. You're getting spotted by bots at the start of the game too fast. Let other teams get spotted. Play aggressively if you want, but anyway, let other teams get spotted. Don't spot yourself at the start of the game. That's too easy. You're giving information to 3 or 4 teams at the start for no reason. Play smart. Play aggressively, but play smart. Take the power positions. Play aggressively. The only way that I see the aggressive play from spawn point 14 is to go on this side. Try to get this building. From this building, you can hear shots on this side. If there's no shots, you just move on. Going admin very slow, so I don't recommend you going on this side if you're going slow because you're getting trapped. I recommend you to go from this side like this, long way, but at least is more safe and you're not getting trapped by windows and all the stuff. Okay? That's the idea. The same for 13 and for 12. You're in the middle of a lot of phone teams, so you want to play aggressive. From 13, actually, almost always I do this stuff and I sit here a bit to see these teams, to see this team if they're coming back down, to hear this team if they're going top, to hear this team if they're shooting here some bots because they're spawning 2 or 3 bots even if you spawn on this side. So from 13, same stuff. First 10, 20 seconds, I'm trying to get information about the teams. From this spot, I can see this, I can see this team, I can hear and see the window and see the RPG here. If I check the RPG from 13 and I see the RPG, that means no one is here, maybe here and here, but not on 11. If I see an RPG, that means that someone spawned on 11. And from that one, I try to fight them, or you say, okay, we don't want to fight here. We just go, you decide. But there's a lot of stuff that I could say, but this video will be too long, I guess. So that's the main idea. Play smart, play fast if you need from your spawn, okay? Your playstyle depends on your spawn. If you have a good spawn, take the advantage of that spawn. Don't be slow. If you have a bad spawn, don't risk, because you could have 2 or 3 teams around you and die at the start of the game. That's the main idea about the early game. That's the spawns. Save it for you. And the other videos, if you want me to share more experience, because we played a lot of hours, we played a lot of tests. We won 1 tournament already for $5,000. We qualified first in America and Europe for the 40K community tournament, and we played only 0 dam. Maybe I died 2 or 3 times at the start of the game. Always winning the first fight, always having the power position, always playing aggressive and wiping 3 or 4 teams in the lobby, because on this map there are 5 teams that are spawning. They're spawning at the same time. Maybe that's different for like solo players. Maybe there's 7 or 8 teams, like if there's more solo players, but I think that's more on easy mode, not a normal mode. So we're playing always in live on Twitch, if you want to check. Always aggressively, always playing for wiping the whole lobby and then loot everything to get the maximum extraction. And of course, we can talk about other map knowledge I can share with you. It's about close fights, it's about choke points, it's about easy to control zones, it's about power positions, very important. I can make clips and I can make an example from that. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. Thanks.